lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of today's video, we're going to be reacting to Starry Night by Ren with Vincent's tale continued. I have really been enjoying listening to and watching these tales, so I cannot wait to get into this video and see what we're going to be following on with. But before we do, if you guys are new to the channel, then welcome and thank you for joining. Make sure you're clicking that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with what I post on this channel. And while you're at it, why not leave a little like on this video as well? It really does help me to see what you're enjoying watching so I can keep on making more videos like this. But with all that being said, I am just super excited to get into this one, so let's go. Oh. I love the incorporation of almost like them making the rhythm and the beat. Them almost being that like rhythm of change, I feel like, maybe in a way. Oh, this is incredible.
How do I begin? Wait a minute, I know. Step one, I repent. Step two, let me go. No, three, maybe I show you remorse for my crime. Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't.
Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on the carcass. Just the utter truth that comes from him is everything to me. It really is, because again, it is unfortunately true in life that it seems that everybody who has the ability to make great change on the world doesn't have the truest of intentions, and usually it is people who don't really have any regard for other people or other people's well-beings. Like, ultimately, if it doesn't affect them and it doesn't impact their life, it doesn't matter to them. They can just disregard it because it doesn't have any lasting impact on them. You know, why would they have to involve themselves in a situation that has nothing to do with them if it doesn't cause any damage to them, you know? Ultimately, it's about protecting themselves, and if it's going to be something that's going to cause damage to them, then they're not going to put in any effort in making a change because they don't care. And it's just too true. It really is. That sense of lions don't care when they're chewing on the carcass. Like, ultimately, they will beat you down. They will grind you down until you're nothing, because they don't have any care in doing whatever they have to do to ultimately continue to have that power and authority over you, you know? They don't care who they've got to push past or what they've got to do to maintain holding on to and grasping at that power. It's sad, but it's so true.
People disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on carcass. Homeless levels rise and the politicians pardon. Slave labour wage docking pay for the farmers. Britain, Great Britain, no, you're a slave. Great Britain, tax bracket rise, grow. Give a tax break for a suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked.
Give a tax break to the people in the suits. Like, ultimately, people who have all of this money, all of this power, all this authority, it seems like they get all of the help, they get all of the benefit of the system, whereas to the people who, you know, are on the other end of that spectrum, the people who maybe are, you know, working class or maybe who are even in poverty, are having to struggle just to live because they're getting their taxes rising, they're getting all of these bills and costs of living going up. But ultimately, for the people who have all this money and have all this wealth, it seems like they're being treated better and being given more opportunity in terms of the value of their money, as opposed to those who are actually struggling to be able to live. And it's just like, that goes to show where priority lies.
Let's grow. Give a tax break for a suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke, so let me unload. I'm on a roll. I never vote. Rigging the pose, Britain the road. Who to control when there is no food in the bowl. It's a low blow. Representatives don't show empathy. Plain to see. Represent me. No soccer.
Him just saying, like, I don't vote. I don't want to be part of that system and having to just choose a party that's put in front of me. Because I say this all the time as well. You know, they talk about it being democracy, they talk about it being democratic, but how can it be democratic if you're being pushed onto this narrative of you've only got two options here and it's this or this? Whichever you choose, you're screwed either way. Like, to me, that's not democracy. That is not a true government. That is not a true system. That is not a way to live life. You know, having to be forced to pick between two parties who have no real idea of what it is to live in these circumstances of people who are in poverty, and yet somehow they're trying to make out like they have all of these wonderful things they can offer you and wonderful things they can give to people, when ultimately they have no idea, no clue what it's like to actually be living from paycheck to paycheck, to have all of these bills consuming you, debts. You know, it's just almost so hypocritical in a way that you're being made to choose between people who would never be able to understand the actual realities of life for everyday people. And somehow we're meant to pick between these people. Like, no. I'd rather, like Ren said, he's like, I'd rather not vote. I'd rather not have to choose in that system, because why are we letting this narrative lead the way we treat society and the way that we ultimately end out, you know?
Low representatives don't show empathy. Plain to see, represent me, no soccer. British break backs just for bread and butter. Fuck the PM, did they stutter?
Do you know what, Ren? Speak your absolute truth, because I think you're absolutely incredible. I genuinely just love how he is so to the point, and he's just like, look, this system is broken, and somebody needs to say it. Somebody needs to listen. Somebody needs to spread this message. People need to start talking and opening conversations, because people need to start making change. And how can you make change in a world that constantly just lives blindsided to everything? You can't. Him then with that like whole alliteration with the bread and butter, you know, people break their backs just for bread and butter. Like, people are working to the bone and not getting anything in return. And yet somehow you still want to say that you want me to trust in you to lead this country, to lead these people, when you think it's okay for people to have to absolutely be on the bones of existence. It's just absolutely wrong. It's the country we live in and the time we live in, and it's just so incredibly wrong. I did just love, like, did I stutter? Listen, I'll say it again. You keep on saying it, Ren, because I think a lot of us are backing you in saying this. I will say.
Break backs just for bread and butter. Fuck the PM, did they stutter? In the PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter. Blood-stained hands, milk up all lands udder. 9 to 5, I can't survive away just to work in a job that can't provide. It's by design, my hands are tied. I climbed that, on this that. How the fuck can I pretend it's fine? The water is never wine. A pig steps to the slaughter before.
Honestly, this could be one of like the greatest things that I think Ren has ever done. Like, obviously, I adore Screech's tale, Jenny's tale, Violet's tale, Richard's tale, all the tales. But I think Vincent's tale and the way that we've led into this, and just the absolute storytelling and just emotion that's been put into everything, has just been absolutely unmatched for me. And this whole moment, this whole, I don't know what he's put into this song in particular, but it just feels like, almost in a way, like a little bit of a revelation and a revolution in a sense within this song. Like, finally somebody is talking about these miscarriages of justice. Finally somebody is talking about all of the inequalities in life. And it's like something I think is going to call on to a lot of people in feeling a sense of understanding and connection. And I think it's just finally people being heard. And that is what I think Ren... Oh no, I'm going to get emotional. That is what I think oh gosh, that's what I appreciate most about Ren, and why I've been a fan of him for so long. Because I think he is the voice for the people who are voiceless. And that is what I think is incredible. In so many ways, and across so many different spectrums, he just is that person for people who don't necessarily have the platform to be able to speak up for themselves. And I think he just has this ability to allow people to join on in this conversation. And I think it's something of, you know, his voice then leads to thousands, if not millions of voices finally being heard, you know? I don't mean to get emotional. I really don't, but I just think he is such a powerful person, and I think he holds so much good intention within him, and it's so refreshing to see somebody actually using their artistry and using their platform for such like the greater of good, you know?
I pretend it's fine, the water is never wine. The pig steps to the slaughter before your eyes. It's for the new world order, except our minds. Court of law, a horse who will bend for bribe. All the while, people watch reality TV, sleep easy, wake and repeat the cycle. Are you taking the Michael? Better beat it up. City full of sheep tweeting on the social media. Tabloid twisting tails and it's causing mass hysteria. Polarise the people, never bite the hand that's feeding you. When it comes to war, they'll be calling for you, needing you. Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, then leaving you.
Oh, literally, like they are absolutely just taking over humanity, taking over society, influencing people through all of these different forms of media, allowing people to feel like we have to succumb to whatever they tell us, you know? Again, we are those sheep just being led blindly into the unknown of what society is going to become. And we're going to just fall in line with it because it's what we've been used to doing for as long as we can remember, because it's all we've known. We've never really, almost in a sense, had that sense of individuality in a way because we've always had to confine to guidelines, confine to rules, confine to all of these things that are expected of us as people, as society, as humanity. And I think him just saying, like, these people don't have true intentions for us. And yet somehow, if they call upon us and they need us, they expect us to be there. Even though they've given us all of these mistreatments and, you know, treated us poorly and given us all of this difficulty in life, somehow they expect then in return for all of us to be called upon if they need us. It just is, again, so hypocritical.
Comes to war, they'll be calling for you, needing you. Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, then leaving you. Hyperpolarizing the left and the right. Are you woke? Are you racist? Black? Are you white? Are you all for the Brexit? Make a swift exit. The NHS rots. Where was tax directed? Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet dance for the neglect.
Hold up. This is what he was wearing, was it not, in... Oh, which video was it? Was it the bedroom? In the police car? I think. Was it in the police car? I can't remember, but I remember referencing in the bedroom video that he did. I remember saying at the end of that, I'm pretty sure, it was one of them, I remember saying that this outfit in particular, the little white beanie, it was giving illest of our time, like throwbacks. And we're back at it again, and it's giving me all of the flashbacks. Yet again.
Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet dance for the neglected. Impunity from true flies come to be expected. Sever head of Hydra, two parties resurrected.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Yes, I am the malevolent, degenerate delegate. Incarcerate the truth, keep it separate. The fabric of society is dead, look. They don't want me in the room, I'm the elephant. Let's go. I guess I was fucked from the get-go. Wrong place and wrong time, guess so.
Oh my gosh. I was the elephant in that room. Oh, he is just absolutely unbelievable. Maybe it was like I was in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong planet, wrong mind. Like, ultimately, everything in my life has been so wrong that how do you expect me to have ever seen the right, in a way? Oh, it's so clever. He is just, when I tell you, he is a mastermind, an absolute mastermind.
I guess I was fucked from the get-go. Wrong place and wrong time, guess so. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined to break because I get no satisfaction. I roll stoned. ETA's with ET. I phone home. ETC, don't blink, life is gone. Time
the pig must back.
Go on in London underground. Come rain and thunder. Junkies, drunks and punks stung by the hunger. God is good until life push you under. One by one become cold like the tundra. One by one cast out like pariah. Sever heaven body, so body bow to Messiah. Boy cry wolf, everybody soon expire. Run, little liar.
Hold up. The switch ups in this song are sending me into overdrive. I cannot keep up. I am honestly speechless, overtaken. Like, the gravity and the power that he holds in his words is unlike anything I've ever heard in my life. And that is what sticks with me all the time when it comes to Ren. Everything he is saying is just so unbelievably important, impactful. It hits so hard. The truths of reality, the depths of the situation and the crisis we are living in. And yet somehow we still turn a blind eye. Somehow we still continue on this cycle that just feels like it's never going to end. Oh my gosh. He is just incredible.
Everybody soon expire.
Run, little liar.
Wow. This is eerie. Oh my, hold up. I'm not gonna lie. I need to hear all of that again because that was stunning. Stunningly, hauntingly beautiful. Stunningly, hauntingly beautiful. I need to hear all of that again because his voice is. It feels so wild to say angelic in this circumstance because of the like topic we're talking about, but it does. Do you know what I mean? That sense of the light within the darkness as well, you know? Imagery in this shot in particular is absolutely
There's
gorgeous.
no democracy. Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all. Democracy ain't rich boys, silver spoon seniors. Democracy ain't eating up a lie then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym entwined. Take a baby, then deliver him, position him in line, and then imprison him, condition him in school to make him blind. After they christen him, the Father, Son, the ghost, but not the mind. We are divine, we lose potential when we gravitate to greed. We are benign, we turn to cancer when we take more than we need. We are designed to be magnificent, we waste that when we walk. A starry night, the plight of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of every working man. A war of what's and why's and how's, and when's the time to take a stand? And who's the one to put me in my place? You, or is it God? It's compliance, staying silent. If defiance comes from love, I come from love. I come from hope, I come from truth, I come from...
Oh my gosh. This is so powerful. This is genuinely one of the most moving things that I've seen from Ren. Oh my gosh. I need to see all of that again. I do, because that was incredible.
Herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym entwined. Take a baby, then deliver him, position him in line, and then imprison him, condition him in school to make him blind. After they christen him, the Father, Son, the ghost, but not the mind. We are divine, we lose potential when we gravitate to
just that sense of, you know, how can you expect somebody to turn out differently when we're all conditioned to be the same? Like, as soon as we are born, we are led into that sense of guidance, into that system, you know, into being taught that routine, into being taught that uniform. All of us have to look the same and act the same and be the same and talk the same. And it's just like, how do you expect anybody to ever understand the importance of being themselves when we're just being confined to what we're expected to be? I just love this shot where the shadows almost like creeping in. You know, I feel like Vincent in this moment is almost like coming to that sense of darkness around him, because for so long he's held that light within him, but it feels like almost this situation was just breaking point for him. Like, everything that came to fruition was just that breaking point where it was like, finally, you've tried so long to push past the barriers of everything that's been against you, but it's like something ultimately just snaps sometimes, and it's like, I'm done with everything, with all of these people trying to stop me from being able to be who I am, from people trying to lead me down this path that I don't want to follow. And it's like he tried to break free of that, and ultimately, yes, it resulted in something so terrible. But now he's even still facing the consequences of that action, you know?
Our Father, Son, the ghost, but not the mind. We are divine, we lose potential when we gravitate degree. We are benign, we turn to cancer when we take more than we need. We are designed to be magnificent, we waste that when we walk. Starry Night, the plight of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of every working man. A war of what's and why's and how's, and when's the time to take a stand? And who's the one to put me in my place? You, or is it God? It's compliance, staying silent. If defiance comes from love, I come from love. I come from hope, I come from truth, I come from trust. I am the last remaining push inside a world that turns to dust. Against the people so determined, all to die. And for what? Love of power, love of money, love of ego, love of lust. What about love for the sake of love? What about really loving us? But I mean really loving us. That means that I, the me, myself is you, and so we're we in one. And there's never separation while we're moving round the sun. For the cell of every sentient, it shares a single song. And that's the song of sweet creation. Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music, music is the tongue. In the mouth of Mother Earth, and her heart beating is the drum.
This is just so powerful. It's so unbelievably beautiful. Like, it's telling the story of something so difficult to really navigate, but somehow the way he puts it across just seems so simplistic in a way of just saying, like, why can't we just love for the sake of love? Why can't we just live for the sake of living? Not have to worry about greed and money and power and all of these things that separate us from being a sense of humankind, you know? Why do we have to have these hierarchies? Why do we have to have all of these things that tear people apart and rip up people's lives? Like, why can't we just be as one? Why can't we just create that change to make humankind what they were destined to be? And it really just, like, hits so hard. Oh my god, I don't know how he does it. He literally I feel like I've cried in every one of these tales, and honestly, I don't mean to sometimes get so emotional, but it just hits you in such a way that you can't describe. The whole sense of, like, music just being that thing that really has such power, especially for Ren in this situation, you know. I feel like music is the thing that he really utilises in the best of its ability, as well as it being like an artistic outlet for him. I think the way he really is able to take on that music and just bring such like a voice to everything, like I was saying, like a voice to people who need to be able to have this story told, you know? It's not just a voice for Vincent, I feel like, in this tale, it's a voice for the people. I think at the root of everything, that maybe is what Vincent is. You know, I think Vincent is, in a sense, almost like an embodiment of society, an embodiment of humanity in a way. You know, sometimes we do have those parts to us that aren't necessarily perfect. We have those flaws. But ultimately, the root of everything, we all have intentions at heart that are true. We all are kind. We all want to have that sense of change within the world. And we all just want to be able to be as one, in a way. And I think maybe that is how we are almost like connected to Vincent through these tales.
There's a single song, that's the song of sweet creation. Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music, music is the tongue. In the mouth of Mother Earth, and her heart beating is the drum. Hear it, hear it, hear it. That's that thunder in your chest that lets you know that you belong. We are one, we are one, we are free to one song. Something better, better, yet reset so we can all live on.
Almost like choral moment going on as well. And it almost being the voice of the people yet again. Everybody just coming together.
Vincent! Vincent! Oh good, he's waking up. Vincent, dear boy, I can feel your frustration, but you're in very safe hands here now, please be patient. You see, we We are the cutting edge rehabilitation. Don't you feel so excited for this new innovation? Nah, guards, what the fuck, man? I think I wanna leave. Oh, leave? I'm afraid that that's impossible, see? You see, we're part of a new program. It's a government scheme. We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be. With a brand new method to sort of trials and tests. Like our good godson, you'll be resurrected. What the fuck you on about? What kind of brand new method? Well, we take the frontal lobe and we kind of dissect it. Your synapse augmented with our new serum injected. It aims to recorrect the parts of you we know are defective.
Yet again, it's just that sense of medicating the problem and thinking that that's just going to solve everything. There's no solution, there's no answer for why Vincent has done what he's done, for why Vincent is the way he is. Instead of, you know, taking the time to actually try and understand that and try and find the answer, it's like, we'll just medicate the problem because ultimately we just want this done and dusted. We want to be able to, you know, move on, step aside. We found the cure. We found this magical cure that can make everything okay. But it just, again, it's just another system of you being manipulated, of you being taken over, controlled. And it's just taking away any part of who you are.
Augmented with our new serum injected. It aims to recorrect the parts of you we know are defective. There'll be discomfort in your cerebellum, that is expected. Hey, if progress wants a price, let it. Guards, this one will do. Yes, this one's fine. Take him away.
Be continued. I am honestly speechless. I am genuinely just so, I don't know, overwhelmed with everything that I feel like these tales have really represented. I think this one in particular, it took us on such a journey. Such a journey. I feel like I've been on a roller coaster ride with Vincent, and honestly, that is just what Ren does so well. I feel like he really is able to just take you through all of the ups, the downs, literally take you, I feel like, on the roundabout of just feelings and emotions and drop you off and be like, yeah, we're gonna have another one of these coming up very soon. You know, it's to be continued. Get ready for the next ride. And it's just like, oh my gosh. I'm he's making me glitch. Like, I genuinely don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words for how incredible this was, for how incredible Vincent's tale's been. I honestly don't even know what to expect next. I feel like I've just literally lost any and every ability to navigate my own words because I don't know what to say. It was just incredible. Absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching along this video with me. If you did, like I said, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with what I post on this channel. And while you're at it, why not leave a little like on this video as well? It really does help me to see what you're enjoying watching so I can keep on making more videos like this. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having a wonderful day and I will see you in the next video.